Hi, this is Nahi Riseram here from SVRpicks.com. Aston Villa suffered a knockback when they lost to Southampton over the weekend, a massive 6-1 there. Good news for the Villains, though, is they are safe from relegation, but the same can't be said for Burnley, who will face eviction next season. Here on the line is William Hill's in-play radio host Lee Feltz. He's going to preview the match, and do stay tuned for his top tip there at the end. Now, Burnley held Stoke to a scoreless draw last weekend, but now travelling to Aston Villa, what, if anything, are you expecting from them? Obviously, bearing in mind they have nothing to lose. Yeah,
and nothing to gain either, really, have they? I mean, the only thing they've got to play for is not to finish bottom of the Premier League. They're on the same number of points as QPR, 30, and there's one goal in the goal difference between them. So if that's worth fighting for, then there's something there. Aston Villa obviously need to come back from that 6-1 defeat. And you do find it in the Premier League that when teams are beaten heavily, they do bounce back. Players are good enough, and I think the shame of it is strong enough to make them bounce back. So I see Villa coming out here and starting well. The problem for Burnley is that they don't score enough goals, and that's been the problem all season long. Look at their away performances, the lowest scorers in the league, 13 goals in 18 away matches. So I just don't think they'll have enough here, and I think Aston Villa will win. And to be honest with you, the Aston Villa win price isn't bad at all. Yeah. 2.05 around that mark. That's fair to me. I think if you can get anything that's bigger than even money, then I think you should take it on Aston Villa.
Yeah, no, I agree. Aston Villa there 2.05 at William Hill, the draw 3.6, Bet365, and Burnley 3.6 also with William Hill. Why is Aston Villa priced so well?
Well, I think maybe people think before an FA Cup final that players may be rested. Team news is important. If Christian Benteke doesn't play, that would change things quite a lot, because he's been in unbelievable form. He's scored 13 goals in 13 games for club and country. Of the domestic goals that he's been scoring recently since Tim Sherwood started, 7 have come at Villa Park. So, if he doesn't start, then I think that would change things slightly. So maybe the bookmakers are thinking that they might start to rest players ahead of the cup final. I'm not sure that's the way Tim Sherwood will do it, though. I think he'll want to go into the cup final with some momentum. They've got this one game now before the FA Cup final at Wembley. You don't want to go into it on the back of a 6-1 defeat and a disappointing result at home against a relegated team. It would leave a bit of a kind of a sour taste in the mouth for me. So I think they will go for it. I think the bookmakers have got this one wrong.
Yeah. Well, last meeting ended in a 1-1 draw, but I'm not sure Burnley can score, so I'm leaning towards the under. That's 1.91 William Hill, and possibly Aston Villa to keep a clean sheet, 3.5 Bet365. Is that the direction you're looking at for your bets?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if those landed either, to be honest with you. One of the little quirky stat that I found when I was looking through Burnley's away performances is that they scored 13 goals, as I said. Only 6 of those have come in the first half. And of the 32 goals that they've conceded away from home, 21 have come in the first half. So what it seems is that Burnley get off to a bad start, and because they haven't got enough goals in the team, and enough quality really, they can't chase the game, end up losing the game anyway. So I think Aston Villa will get off to a good start here. I'm looking at Aston Villa leading at half-time and winning the game at full-time as well, which is around 3.2. I think the manager will send them out to make amends for what happened at Southampton. I think they'll start quickly. Benteke is a good price as well. 2.2, 11 to 10 to score a goal in the match. I gave you the stats. Why not back him at those sort of prices? He's on great form. If he doesn't start, you get your money back anyway. So you wouldn't lose your bet if he doesn't start the game. So if he is dropped and you make that bet, then it doesn't really cost you anything. But I think I'm going to go for the half-time, full-time Aston Villa here.
All right, so you're going to take that win there and you're going to grow those odds even more, because I just like the Aston Villa win as well. I do like the win to nil. I like the under. You could probably do some combination bets there as well. But you're going for the odds, and with good return as well. Lee, thank you for joining us today.